Shout out.
Oh, yeah.
We hit 1,000 subscribers. We gonna hit that. That's gonna be our shout out. We up. Ford got to it, so I'm gonna get to it. No. Too late. Too late.
Are you trying to get shooters open from 94 feet?
Yeah. You'll get somebody down.
We just need the ball and bounce.
Honestly, that shit low-key is mad funny, though.
Are you stupid?
That shit is low-key.
You've been dealing with it this whole time. Just wait till the playoffs is over, bro.
Let's just keep it a buck. All right.
Welcome back, good people. Welcome back. We got another week of Keep It a Buck podcast. It's your boy Weez. You can follow me on Instagram at Deshaun_Ford23. Holla at me. I ain't mess up this time.
The boys smooth right through. Yes, boom.
It's too media.
Hello, everybody.
I like it, man.
Thank you to everybody. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Ford, for the intro.
Yes, sir.
My name is Keeks. You can follow me at GSFK860. That's the Game Speed page on Instagram. That's free training for kids in the community. So make sure y'all follow.
It's your boy Coop. You can follow me at Coop_1988 on most platforms.
But you was just playing, though. My fault.
You know, some Tory, baby.
Some Tory, okay.
Some Tory.
Free that boy Tory,
First quarter album of the year right now.
You said album of the year?
Album of the first quarter.
Okay.
Out of the first quarter. I'll say.
I just wanted to get that on camera real quick.
Yeah. Album of the first quarter.
Okay.
I mean, the only one that's competing is probably Playboy Cardi, which I don't listen to at all, and Drake.
Yeah, what are we talking about
who?
right now?
And Drake.
Okay.
You gotta put him up there, but he ain't being out. Yo, he ain't being out though.
I think off first sound,
stop it.
Off first listen, that album's not better than Drake's album.
You're crazy.
Off first,
I didn't want to take it there.
Off first listen, bro. Off first listen, again, with the few tracks that I've heard, the few tracks that I've heard from Drake, when I say off first listen, again, I don't listen to music much, but off first listens, I hear a few tracks from Drake, I hear you play a few tracks from him. Bro, I'll take that one.
Right now,
I'll take that one. For real.
It can be.
For real.
Sonically, that was horrible. Biased. When I first heard Drake's first album, it wasn't that great. Sonically.
Bro.
Sonically was not that great.
All Drake albums do that, bro. You got to give it more than one listen.
Oh, because you got to catch on the people who copying off
Kendrick, you need 5. We're not gonna
yeah.
What you got, Phil?
Yeah.
Again, we are Keep It a Buck Sports Academy podcast. We are here, and we're gonna be talking about some sports today. Obviously, actually, let's start with shout outs. We gotta start with shout outs. Let's shout out the Bank at 12. Always to start. Always. First and foremost, shout out the Bank at 12. Shout out Mike and Lourdes. They are major for us because they give us a space, and it is more than appreciated. Make sure y'all come down here and get a drink. Next shout out us. Shout out
us,
yo. We hit 1,000 subscribers. We gonna hit that. That's gonna be our shout out. Let's go, y'all.
We have a sound. We gonna get
something.
Yeah,
Coop gonna edit something.
Yo, you see, I did the highlights at the beginning. I'm starting to do that now, baby.
Keep getting better, yo.
Yeah, let me get. Yeah,
and I know I was saying this before, but backdrop really on the way down.
Let me keep cooking, man. We gonna keep cooking, man. We gonna make it better and better. You know,
for real though, man. Shout out to the 1K though, man.
Shout out to the 1K, man.
And shout out to CJ Parker, yo. His episode is doing well. Thank you for coming, bro, and thank you for dropping the knowledge again.
Yeah, he dropped some juice on that episode.
Yeah, bro, dropped some gems, and he dropped some stuff that'll really help people. Like it's gonna be, or it was a great episode, and that episode's gonna be watched a lot for a long time, honestly. Just like the Jace Pelham episode, Keith Porter, Jordan Grant, that thing is gonna do numbers just like those. So, and honestly, it's been doing great numbers to start, like really has. So CJ, thank you for coming on. And I don't think we really talked about this much on the pod, but CJ started 4 sophomores last year. CJ started 4 sophomores last year on varsity, and he did well in the year. And his team really beat a lot of tough teams. Yeah. And I'm excited to see what they're going to look like this year.
They got a great coach, great program, young talent. So I'm curious to see how they're going to do the next few years.
Honestly,
I
Growing
definitely
from
think
four
they're gonna-
sophomores, that's
four
great.
sophomores. So
Start
they're
good
going
to
to
start.
be
Yeah, I'm about to
together.
say they're gonna be together for a while.
And bro, they were nothing to mess around with last year, bro. Going up head to head against them, we had to play them twice, so they beat us the first time. It was a close game, the second game, but still, they got some talent over there. They got some.
I'm excited. We got some
players.
great basketball brewing in the ECC. So shout out the ECC as well for basketball for girls and boys. All right, let's get into sports for the day.
My shout out
Oh yeah, my fault.
Hey, go ahead.
is shout out to UConn Huskies. We can't
gonna
talk
get-
about that right now. We waiting for my boy.
We waiting for
but
Flea.
Shout out to them UConn
Yeah,
women Huskies.
we got one of the experts here. We're gonna wait for the other one. Yeah.
Congratulations.
It'll be up. Ford got to it, so I'm gonna get to it. No, too late. Too late. Ford done did
I'm about to
it.
say you looking
Ford-
at the alumni right here.
Done did it.
Look at
Done did it.
Yeah.
This is UConn country. This is UConn country.
Alumni.
We are going to change the name of the United States of America to the United States of Connecticut or the United States of UConn. Whichever one y'all want. Because UConn run this shit. Y'all know that. UConn runs basketball in the United States. Go talk to somebody else if you want to argue, because I'm not arguing. Go check the stats. Go check the records. My boy Gino went on a slight slump real quick. Hurley picked it up. And then Gino came back and won to become the all-time most winningest coach. Come, can you make this up? We've won since 2000. We've won a third of all basketball championships, men and women. Come on now. Come on now. But I'll leave it at that. We'll let Flea. We'll let Flea get back in.
NCAA titles. Is that I mean right? The women's basketball program has 11.
Yeah, I believe it's probably that. That sounds about right.
11, bro.
That's nuts, man. That's more than.
No, it's 12 now.
12 now.
Yep. This made 12. It was 11. This made 12. That article was probably written right before.
Oh my.
But yep, it's
gosh,
12
bro.
now. I've been seeing it everywhere. You know, I've been seeing it. My boy Thea's been making his UConn posts. You
With
already
the chance
know.
to make it 12.
Jason was at the
that was dope. That was dope.
Again, we'll wait
That
for
was
Flea.
dope.
We'll wait
That
for
was
Flea.
dope. That was
But
dope.
yeah, shout out UConn, yo. Shout out them
UConn.
Huskies, yo. We did it.
Shout out to a good
A lot of
tournament,
people
man.
Y'all
counted
did
them
it.
out.
AZ
they went
Fudd.
through some tough teams.
They went through some tough teams,
They
but
didn't get to go against the juggernaut.
first of all, don't act like
I
Juju
mean-
was gonna make a difference. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not against that team. Juju is tough and the best player in the country easily. Look, we gotta wait for Flea, Coop.
Okay, man.
We gotta wait for Flea, Coop.
We gotta wait for Flea.
My bad,
Come on.
man. Just
All right, but
get healthy.
either
Juju.
way, yes, please get healthy. But yeah, shout out them. Shout out AZ Fudd. Shout out Sarah Strong. Shout out the whole team. Shout out I can't even think. Paige. Shout out Paige Beckers. Like dog. Paige Bukers. Bro, you guys are so tough. So tough. Shout out you guys. And didn't I call Sarah Strong already? When I saw her in the preseason?
Freshman.
Called
Yeah,
it
you
out
did.
in the preseason. Saw her in the preseason.
You did.
Bro. We'll get Flea. All right. So, basketball for NBA. Charles Barkley is talking about proposing a new way to start out the league for the NBA season. He's talking about starting the league around Christmas so that they don't have to deal with the competition of the NFL and other sports. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys think that would help the league, or do you guys think that would hurt the league in revenue because you're cutting off part of the season, but also you're cutting off a part of the season that is like probably costing you more than it would like at like the end of the season. The end of the season is obviously going to bring you more revenue. The beginning of the season is obviously not. So are you cutting off that beginning of the season? Is it going to be okay revenue wise, or is it going to hurt you?
He's saying opening night should be Christmas. I want to I want to get specific if he's saying Christmas time.
NBA season. Yeah, Christmas. Well, it said.
I think we need to seriously.
It said Christmas, but it doesn't specifically say like Christmas Day. So it might be Christmas time. Christmas Day could be like open. I don't think Christmas Day being opening day would be a good thing.
His quote was, "I think we need to seriously consider starting on Christmas because listen, you're wasting your time going up against the NFL and college football. They own the weekends now.
But then
we have the entire calendar to ourselves."
But then you are going against the NFL, which just shitted on you guys on Christmas this past year.
Not only that, you going to the most prime time of playoff play. Like, this is the most. I mean, football, the whole season is important. But you're looking at playoffs like who's in, who's out at that point in time, too. When you're thinking of Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? These are important games. So either way, you're going to be running into the same problem. Either way. Either way. And my thing is
I don't like it.
I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe December, beginning of December. Maybe.
Start the league at Christmas and then still play the 82.
Start in December.
Yeah, start at Christmas.
Not Christmas. December. Just, yeah.
Is it still the 82 games?
That's the question.
If it's 82 games, then
it's going into August.
Plus
if it's extending the season,
playoffs, finals.
You know those basketball players love their summers, so I don't think they're gonna agree with that.
Yeah, that'd be a little. I mean,
I don't think they would want to.
I mean, if the winter is gonna be there, that early spring, that early fall is gonna be their summertime, then I mean, they vacation wherever they want. They're NBA players, so that wouldn't really make a difference too much, in my opinion. They're professional athletes.
There's no way you could beat around NFL unless you totally move your season.
Yes, if you shift, yeah, you'd have to shift it completely.
You gotta shift it way too ahead.
You'd have to shift. So the idea's not bad, but also you have to consider the fact that when NFL is kind of dead and NBA starts, people are looking at the NBA to see what people are about to do, see what teams are about to be good. And sports betting has brought a whole new realm to viewership of NBA basketball. Mm-hmm. So if you just do that, I mean,
when is NFL dead?
Just like any sport in the beginning of the season, like so you or like that middle right after week October, right after week 2. Right after week 2, nobody is week 2 to like almost like week 9.
I said week 4 to maybe the like late October, maybe October is that gap.
We can compromise.
But you got November.
We can compromise.
You got the Thanksgiving
3.
game.
We can compromise with week 3, but I know I'm not watching the game. I'm not watching football usually unless it's like for this. After week 2,
we might need to look at the revenue and viewership of it because I feel like it goes the whole September. Me personally, October seems like it's maybe the drop off point, and then November it picks back up
because of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving time, things of that sort.
But that's my thing
I think
too.
October.
You have most of these people that love football and love like the NFL. They're usually football families too, right? Mm-hmm. So you have your own sports going on and shit too. Like, yes, we get together, we watch the football games and stuff, and that's what people get together to do. But, people be having practice and stuff. People have their own games. People have a lot of stuff that they do themselves too. So I feel like that after week 2, that's just really not that important because you got your own seasons. Flea's here.
I think they got the most relaxed day, though. So Sunday. Where the day you're supposed to be chill out. So it's not like they interrupting too big. Now they starting to stretch it too much with this fucking Saturdays and Fridays and shit. Now that you getting too much with that bullshit. With that bullshit, I could say that part, but you got the most relaxed day. Sunday. So I don't think it's too much going on a Sunday. So
you going on rants already?
Brother. But yeah, they went on rants earlier, man.
About, Charles Barkley, he proposed a new format for the league to start on Christmas Day.
The NBA.
Yeah, I think New Year's Day wouldn't be. So we talked about it a little bit already. I also don't like it
because it's the competition is going to be trash.
What do you mean?
Your first game of the NBA season is usually shaking off the rust. Nobody wants to get into an NBA season. Look at a bunch of you don't want to look at a bunch of slouches like it's.
But you have
to
do,
rusty.
You have to do. You have to do it sometime. No, when are you supposed to do it?
What as far as what? Kick the rust off?
Yeah.
Not on Christmas Day.
But,
Yo, wait, the biggest holiday.
that's why I said I don't like Christmas Day. If you're going to delay the league, I wouldn't even say December because then you have to be ready for Christmas Day.
So you think late
I
November?
I think you should go after.
After Christmas?
Yes, because if we're gonna make this, so think about it like this: if we're gonna make this,
You run into NFL playoffs.
That's fine. That's fine. But you start on New Year's. You start on New Year's Day, another big day that's really not the NFL's. So you start on New Year's Day and you go throughout the season, but you extend your season more into WNBA season, and one that'll help your viewership because you guys are becoming one big conglomerate anyways. So that will just help like that whole brand. Like it'll be all basketball. Like if you're shifting that season,
I agree with that.
So
part.
that's why I feel like the New Year's Day thing would be better than Christmas. Christmas would just be too much because the NFL really owns Christmas.
NBA is not going to want they want their summer.
I'm just struggling.
They vacation wherever they want. What do you mean summer? Summer is wherever you want to be.
But they ain't trying
for
to,
them.
I don't think so.
If we were to do it either way, December or January, I feel like waiting a whole year for basketball to start is just crazy to me.
Why are we changing it in the first place? Why
does
he want to change it?
Revenue.
Because he don't want to fuck
Revenue,
with NFL,
viewership.
NFL.
They didn't get the views.
NFL is kicking their ass.
Oh God.
So NFL is kicking their ass.
He said we gonna run from the fight.
He said start on Christmas
but
Day.
also, whatchamacallit?
How you feel about it though?
It's a dead season.
First, let's
Start on Christmas. Wait, start on Christmas and end when?
I think it would
They'll have to push it back.
They'll have to push it to like August.
But that's my thing.
crazy.
If you push it, if you push it into summer though, what's in summer? You got freaking
WNBA.
There's nothing.
Exactly.
There's nothing.
That's one big conglomerate.
Yeah, it is.
That's everybody. It's all basketball.
1000% is.
And baseball.
WNBA, and you got
WNBA and then baseball at that point in
And
time.
when do we have summer league now?
But don't we call
When with the summer
When do we see that the kids develop that just got drafted?
in the winter? That's gonna be their season. Honestly, that's the issue though.
Now you can't because college basketball.
College basketball.
They have to adjust their schedule too.
They can't, and it can't. You can't. That
I
then it
mean,
goes to high school and
no. They would have a longer time to work out
after the season. Yes,
after the season. So
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing too.
Honestly, it is a good thing.
That's a catch.
So if they extend that season, boom, college they graduate, NBA season would already be going by the time they graduate if they start on New Year's, right? So when does it usually end now? June.
June is it?
So,
Finals in June.
like around my birthday.
Starts in October.
Yeah, so if you push
So
it 2
you
months
take
back,
off
then
2 months, add 2 months.
Yeah.
that goes into
we're looking at
August. So yeah, that shit's so. Yeah, so the season goes from January to August. Yeah, they'll be in the season. So you'll have from then until January 1st to be able to prepare for your first NBA season.
If we're specifically trying to get away from the NFL, January is definitely not it.
Man,
Because the playoffs, man. That's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, you gotta start somewhere.
You don't think so?
You gotta start somewhere.
What you saying?
no, the NBA is doing a terrible job of marketing their superstars, bro. That's why it's going down.
The superstars are marketing.
They're not marketing
You know what
these
it
dudes
is?
the right way, bro.
The superstars are marketing the NBA, and the NBA isn't marketing the superstars.
That's
what
exactly
it is
what's
right
going
now.
on.
LeBron
That's
is trying
exactly
to
what's
push
going
the
on.
league right now.
And they need to find somebody to take his spot, and they're not doing a good job of finding who it
It
is.
looked like and I posted this. It looked like they trying to since Ja Morant wanted to do some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
He don't want it.
Huh?
He don't want it. He said it out of his mouth.
You know.
And that's crazy.
And bro, he
He
don't
wanna
act
have
like
fun.
a face of the league.
Yeah,
bro.
with the whole baby mom.
He got a lot going on. He's
Yeah,
not
got a lot.
the person who really is it, and y'all don't want to give him his credit. Is Jason fucking Tatum. Are y'all
That's
serious?
wild.
He's perfect.
Yeah, and that is crazy. One
Perfect.
young champion.
He does nothing
Yo,
wrong.
what they got the target against your man? I want to ask
don't
you that.
know.
I
This
ain't
is
get to
why I'm
ask you
getting
that, yo.
fired. Make him the face.
You were supposed to have your rant, man. You never come up with
Fuck,
your rant,
bro.
Yo, yo.
Damn, son. He won an NBA championship, fam.
Yeah, why is
What
he
y'all
not?
want?
He's
Bro.
never mentioned.
And he's
That's
never
the
mentioned.
crazy
And he's
part.
And when you
Printed,
mention
too.
him, it's with his son. Go figure, bro. Plays for the Celtics. What else do you need?
One of the biggest franchise
Came from
facts.
Duke. What else do you need?
That's nuts.
I don't know, bro.
That's
All
crazy.
NBA last 3 years
It's Jaylen
straight.
Brown.
Don't know. I don't know.
That's because he's cool with Jaylen Brown.
Doesn't have any off the court dumb issues.
Teammates love him. Coaches love him.
Rarely misses a game.
Yo,
He won't miss a game.
He's
What
gonna
do y'all
have.
want?
He's gonna
I
have to
don't know,
throw.
bro.
He's
But
gonna
y'all
have
wanna
to throw
force
Jaylen Brown
AE.
under the bus. That's the only way. That's
That's weird.
I'm telling you, bro.
Only
That
what?
yo, we call keep it a buck. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it a buck real quick, right? Jaylen Brown is a big pro activist person, and he's not really with all this.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really with all the NBA is this glorious league that does all these great things.
Oh, no.
So
He sees it as a tool.
You heard what he said. Run up on him with that parlay stuff.
I watched that
Knock you
whole
out.
interview.
Yeah, I'm
Watched that
knocking you
whole
out.
shit.
I love that shit.
And then talk about how he do taekwondo and all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Tighten
that's
up.
it. Yeah, run
And
up
he's
on him with that
6'7",
par-
240.
Yeah, just
But
run
yeah,
up on him with that parlay shit,
I feel like Tatum would have to say something against him to be able to get. I feel like that's like some
It
type of
must
like
be.
stipulation or something, or
'Cause
like
I don't get
he's
it.
getting like some type of slack around like Browns not like going with what the league
and that's
usually
messed up.
wants.
Yeah, if
And
that's
I-
the case.
It's kind of
Because bro, there's nothing else. There's not,
Because-
bro. Their team, and he's leading their team. He's not. He's they
Powerhouse.
bro. They got one of the best. Again, I keep saying this, bro. They match up. They match up against all the best teams in history.
Ever.
They match up very
do.
well against all the best teams in history.
I agree.
So, dog,
I don't
and
know
he's
if
the
they-
leader. What do you?
I don't know what y'all want from the guy.
I don't.
Yeah, that's
He plays the right way.
And
I
he's
don't know
young,
what you want. Like,
mature. He don't be.
Literally.
He don't be in all the like the news media doing no crazy and stuff. Like
and he's gonna be first team all.
I don't know what y'all
again this year.
want.
It's not debatable.
I agree with you, Flea. I don't know what y'all want from him.
I
They want,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I didn't
I don't
even.
know what they
That's
want.
the crazy part. I didn't even think of Tatum as in my brain because
They don't bring him up
Because they don't bring him
That's
up.
the weird
and they're
part.
forcing AE. And this guy just paid. Come on, dog. Like, what are you doing?
Smart man. Yeah, I'm
I'm not
sorry.
mad at him about that either. But come on, like, come
Course
on,
position
bro.
goes smart man to do that,
Fuck,
but
dog.
that is
Yes.
fucked up. But well, they got two problems. If they not publicizing, they
Because, bro, the NFL
stars-
and the NBA, they've been coexisting this whole time. Bro.
this whole time.
So,
Yes,
You trying to blame the NFL? Like, come on, bro. They've been there the whole time.
right about
Like,
that.
nothing
It's
changed,
been-
dog. Like, it's
nothing
y'all,
changed.
bro.
And
Y'all
then-
keep trying to ride LeBron, Steph, and KD to the ground.
In the year.
ground.
You feel me? And it's not the same. They're not running shit
What
like
did
how
we
they
have
used
with
to.
Jordan? We had Kobe.
I had Kobe,
we had
but they
Kobe,
ran
AI.
Jordan into the ground.
AI.
Yeah, Kobe, you had AI.
Shaq, you had
Was
Yeah.
that early
stars.
2000s?
But they was-
Yeah, you had
But that
some-
early
They was
2000s,
reluctant to give it up then.
Yeah, there was so
on, bro.
they run into the same
They
situation
run
right
into
now.
the same situation. They don't know
But they
when to
don't
give it
have.
up.
I don't. Yeah, they don't
LeBron
have-
had the quickest turnaround because we had Kobe, but we had
LeBron
LeBron
came
while
and took
Kobe was still in his
LeBron,
prime.
Yeah.
AI.
So we
Melo.
never thank you. That was the only time we didn't see like a big drought in the what is it, views? The views in the NBA because of that. There was a drought after Jordan. There really was. Like they had them in the league, but they wasn't trying to get these young boys in until Kobe was like, yo, I'm really that. I've been telling y'all since I was a rookie and y'all didn't want to listen. I'm really that. Okay. Oh, I'm not that. Get this big motherfucker out of here. Let me show y'all. I'm really that. I don't know what y'all not listening to me about.
Got
That's
two
what
more.
they want from Tatum. That's why they hate him. Real shit.
think so?
They want.
There's
because
no
all of them, bro,
controversy.
all faces was a good for the league, and then they had their villain stages. All of them.
Yeah.
Kobe, Jordan,
Oh,
Bron.
true.
Tatum ain't having
True.
no villain stage,
True.
bro. And I don't see him doing it purposely.
Yeah, true.
He's not about to
that
go
makes
knock up
sense.
some
Yeah.
random chick. He's with a
LMA.
superstar. So he doesn't have to do none of that. Like, he take care of his kids. He's not a bad teammate. He's not gonna go out here and chuck bad shots. Like, I don't know what y'all want from the guy. So him and JB got to get into an argument. One of them got to get traded, and then they're gonna love Jason Tatum if he prevails from all of that.
Bro, that's all I
what's
was
gonna
saying,
happen.
bro.
That's
Like,
corny though.
That's
Then
corny, bro.
That's corny. Then
Like, come on.
It got to be
bro.
some weak ass
Give him a-
storyline behind it.
Got to be a villain. Got to have, and that's the thing. The league does not have a villain.
Right.
We can say
Yes,
John
they do.
Morant is the villain.
I'm about to say
Is
John
he really
Morant.
though? Is he really though?
Oh, my man, John Morant.
He's just a YN, bro.
He's just-
LeBron was a villain.
He said he's just a YN.
He is.
Just a YN,
He
bro.
really is though.
Yo,
and the thing is, bro, people
Ja-
like him for what he's doing.
My
Like,
man turned gangster when he got millions.
he got to cut that shit out. You went to Murray State.
Yo,
Yeah.
Ja is hilarious,
That's tough.
bro.
That's tough money.
No, that you went to Murray State. You wasn't gangbanging then.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
I'm
come
just
on,
saying.
dog. But LeBron had a villain stage. Went to Miami.
Yeah.
KD villain stage. Went
Uh-huh.
to Golden State.
Golden State.
We need a villain, and that's when the league was jumping. When LeBron went to Miami, league was jumping. When Golden State was nice, league was jumping.
Is not got enough accolades to be that villain.
We ain't looking at you no villain. We don't look at you like you about to go mess something up in the playoffs.
My man past his prime. My man Draymond Green.
Oh, you said it's Draymond Green.
No, I'm saying my man past his prime.
For him to be the villain? Nah.
No,
I don't know. You're right.
He might be the gunslinging villain in league for the league forever now.
When I say villain, I mean on the court. Like we hate him on the court. We don't like what Ja's doing off the court. We hated LeBron on the court for going to Miami. So every time they played, we got mad about
that.
When KD went to Golden State, I wasn't mad. People were mad at him about that. So we need a villain on the court.
I can't argue with none that you say.
Yeah, that's gonna be winning.
That's gonna be winning.
That's gonna be winning.
People absolutely hates it, but they're still watching because he's always out there because he's winning.
Because you want them to lose. You watching to lose or you watching them to win?
And them motherfuckers got to be in the finals. Like then it's like, oh my god. But yeah.
Gotcha. But they're gonna still have that problem. I'm sorry.
Was this the first topic of the day?
Yeah.
So
we had to save the for the two pros.
What we moving into now? What y'all want to do?
College basketball. We got some champs.
Yeah, we do.
We got some champs. You could start out with Florida Flea because we already got into UConn a little bit. I had to keep holding up. Coop was about to say something. I was about to serve. About to serve Coop up real quick. But
oh man. Okay, the men's tournament was entertaining, man. I'll take it. The Cinderella shit is looking bad now. I don't know if we're gonna have Cinderella teams anymore because all the mid majors. Once you have a good year there, you transfer to a big major, and then so basically the big majors are mixes of high recruits and really good mid major players together. And if you take away the mid major stars from the mid majors, they can't make runs. So this is why we had 4 1 seeds make the Final Four for the second time in history of the NCAA tournament. But it was some good basketball, some really competitive games, high-level hoops. When I tell y'all...
You all right?
Yo.
I'm asking you all right? I just got to ask you all right.
I'm actually not all right.
All right, man. Just feel like you... give him a hug, for this. Give him a hug. I'm just asking. I didn't want to check
loss.
Or who's your
my man went
team?
Dead silent. Radio silent.
I don't have a team.
I didn't even want to text him. I was like, yo, my man went radio silent.
It was
Nah, let me ask you about this real quick.
Restaurant, really nice restaurant.
Let me ask you about this real quick. I saw a take on this. I've seen somebody made a video online saying that Cooper Flagg does not do well with the ball in his hands at the end of the game.
From his record at Duke, you can say that. Mm-hmm. We have 4 losses. 3 of them came with the ball in his hand, and 2 of them were turnovers. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you could say that. But, again, I'll argue he was supposed to be a senior in high school this year. So if your knock on this kid who is 18 years old, who's supposed to play in high school basketball, is that he can't finish a game after he dominates the whole game,
that's tough.
I'm cool with it.
First year
ever. He'll learn how to get that done. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a true criticism. As a Duke fan, yeah. When it came down to we needed a bucket, we lost all of those games. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I agree with that.
But at the same time, in my opinion, like I saw that, so I wanted to bring it up.
Yep.
But I already had this in my head. It's if you're putting the ball in the freshman's hand, then that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna live with the freshman. You're gonna live or die with it. Like that's all. And you got it. You got to take what comes with it. He plays well all game, and if you had a sophomore, junior, or senior to take the big shot, then you wouldn't be in this predicament. He's your best player. He's the person that is in the best position to take the shot. Yeah. So. You live with it.
Yeah.
You live with it.
And let's clarify, he won National Player of the Year, so y'all can argue all you want. He's the best player in the country.
As a high schooler.
He's better than all of y'all. Essentially. He won no award.
As a high schooler.
He's supposed to be a senior in high school, so I respect it. But yeah, that loss was harder than my own college career ending. I was fucking livid. I had money on it. I had a whole vibe going on. I was chilling, man. I was him. I'm sitting here at the restaurant. I got the phone kicked up. I got oxtails in front of me. We chilling, bro. And I'm just watching.
45 seconds.
33.
33?
33 seconds.
If I'm not on the
67, 61. We never scored again. Mm-hmm. We never scored again, bro. I don't know. They went on like a 7-0 run in 30 seconds. I never seen nothing like that.
As a number one seed.
I've never seen
you cannot inbound
like
the ball?
That. Bro.
You can't. You don't have a play?
Couldn't inbound the ball, which is crazy. They ran for us to get the ball with pressure to bring it down the court, he ran a side out of bounds play. I'm looking. I'm like, did you just run box?
Did you? Are you trying to get shooters open from 94 feet?
Yeah. You'll get somebody down.
We just need the ball in bounds. What?
I knew this was about.
Bro.
I knew he was about to turn up. I knew he was about to turn up.
Bro,
I knew he was about to turn up.
I couldn't, bro.
I just had to make sure you was
Yes,
all
no,
right.
that was bad. That was bad. I don't want to relive that again. I was livid, bro. Oh man. Refs calling over the backs over the National Player of the Year.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was a terrible.
That was a
And
terrible
he
call.
went. How you call over
That
back
was
when
a
he went
terrible
under?
call.
How you go over there? He went under him.
Yeah, that was a horrible call. That was fun.
back?
That was a dumbass call. That was a dumb ass call. That call, I was like, yo, I'm looking at him like,
Big man shoots like
What are you supposed to
56% from the free throw line. He knocks
His-
both down.
both down.
What are we doing? Where did we do this? At, bro? It's cool.
I know we're supposed to get to the national championship.
Forward,
I had to make sure you was
Yeah.
all right, but
What
Yep.
are your thoughts on the men's side of the bracket?
I mean, I had Duke winning, bro.
Me too.
I had Duke winning it all.
I had UConn winning it.
But,
I had both UConn teams.
I think it was great experience for all the players that made it to at least the Elite Eight. Great experience, especially if they haven't been there before. My biggest thing was on the girl side. I was really more interested in the girl side.
As you should.
Oh, so you can start to break down that side if you want.
So I wanted to bring something up to y'all, but I don't think y'all had a chance to see it, and I don't know if y'all want to get into it. So
Yes,
Don Staley?
yeah,
What happened?
what?
What happened?
So what she said.
No.
Nah.
You're
Give me,
not.
give me a quick second. Go.
They gonna give me
I
tight.
bet. So
Yeah,
before we get
y'all better leave Auntie alone. Y'all better leave Auntie
7,300?
alone.
7,300.
Shoot, I'm a
Louis
U.
V sweatsuit.
I'm UConn, but
They done
dog,
pulled
y'all
up
better
the price of the sweatsuit.
y'all better leave Auntie alone.
$7,300 for the sweatsuit.
Dawn Staley, bro, she wouldn't face the UConn team that's been hurt. And in a UConn team that really finally got their people back, and a freshman who's going to be a hell of a WNBA player, and she's going to be a hell of a player for the next couple years too. AZ Fudd, she's finally healthy, so you guys haven't even been able to like really see her like that. So she's really lighting shit up. And then Paige is a senior, and she's her.
And she's
been her.
Yeah.
So it's just like, bro, like that's what you're up against. Plus, you got the role players and stuff that always come. Yo, Gino, come on now.
Come on now. I done been here a few
Come on now.
times.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Gino's
yeah,
just been
times.
battling a lot of injuries.
Yes.
So give her some grace, bro. And she's been winning.
Yeah.
She can't lose. She can't get frustrated when she loses.
When the game started, they posted both of their national championship records. Gino was 11-1 before the game. She was 3-0. So I'm looking like, they both not used to losing on this stage.
Yeah,
so this is about,
Bro.
we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But yeah, he ended up going 12-1, and now she's 3-1. But that's her first loss in a national chip. That's OD.
How many coaches can say that?
How
Yo?
many coaches?
I've
She's
been to 4
75%.
national championships, and
And won
I've
3.
won 3 of them.
Come on, bro.
And the one that I lost was to freaking Gino.
all time.
To Gino.
He's the all time.
I lost to Gino. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
Resume is stacked.
Come on,
But
bro. Y'all better
before
leave
we
her
move
alone.
to the girls real quick. Florida and Houston, great game. That was good. That was a great game. I had Florida winning the game.
I love physicality, man.
So you love that game.
I love physicality.
You love that game.
Yo.
Yeah.
And Houston was really bringing physicality during the whole.
That's their whole year.
Yeah, I'm
that's,
about to say, yeah,
that's their culture. That's just what they
How
love.
was Houston?
Yeah.
How was Houston shooting ball? I made something the other day, a post the other day saying that Houston shot very well the game before that. When they played Tennessee, bro, they were
they
not
shot the shit out of the
missing
shot the shit out of the
anything.
ball.
Anything. They were making all their floaters.
Yeah.
They were making mid ranges. They were making their step back threes. They were making everything. And I'm like, yo, this team's impossible to beat when they're shooting like this.
That was the last time they shot like that. They didn't even shoot that good against us.
See?
Yeah, real shit. And they went 6 for 25 from 3 in the chip game. So. Yeah. They went
question.
back. They went back to who they are.
This is why you here, brother.
What's up?
Clayton, is he really like that?
Oh my God.
Bro, they saying he the best. He the best.
They
He the
coming
best.
off double screen, but he shot horrible the first half. Like,
Bro, I walked into my pop's crib
I
for
knew that was
Sunday
gonna
dinner. That was the first thing he said to me.
Yeah.
He ain't even say hello. He ain't say what up to the kids. Nothing. He said, "Yo, that dude from Florida,
Yeah.
that guard from Florida,
Yeah.
best player in the country."
Yeah, he's
Then he said what up to me.
Nah, he's that. He's really that.
Okay, 'cause
big
I-
time, poise, mature. He's like that.
they was double
he's really
teaming
good.
every time they seen
They
him.
had to back-to-back 30 balls to get them there.
My fault, y'all. I don't mean to.
Nah,
cut
go
y'all off.
ahead.
Nah,
I had to double check, and the source that I originally had wasn't correct.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I'ma
so
just
she
start-
didn't say no wild
she
stuff.
didn't say no
All right,
wild
I love that.
Okay.
for us.
This is why you always got to do your homework and check.
Real shit.
1000%.
That's what we doing right on air.
Yeah,
Yep.
buddy.
But
I won't come check us in the comments.
Because
We're gonna tell you go watch the episode.
You knew they would have.
You probably don't want to hear this, but I did not have UConn girls winning.
That's fine. I did.
Did not
I
have those girls.
did. That's cool with
You had
me.
those? You had South Carolina?
South Carolina.
I'm a UConn
winning. Or
fan,
or
so.
I had
UCLA. Sarah Strong, baby.
UCLA,
Sarah Strong, and
bro.
also bro, have
I had Juju. man.
everybody
I
on
wanted
our team
Juju
can
to catch
shoot.
it.
I was rocking with you.
That's what
Bro,
that's
I
what
did not
messes up
know.
UCLA, bro.
No, they wasn't shooting.
Y'all forget
I must have
Notre
not been
Dame,
really
too,
paying
don't they?
attention.
That's
but
what
I did
messes
not
up.
know UConn could
I
shoot
caught their
the shit
upset.
out the ball.
That's what messes up UCLA so bad because they got
You
their
was on the
big,
flame. You was on
but
the flame,
Sarah
son.
Strong in that big, yo.
my God.
The big for UCLA. I watched her play after you guys were talking about her. Very talented, but she gets a lot of extra shots because she's so tall and she misses a lot of easy shots too. So combating that with Sarah Strong, and then you got the 3-point shooting
was
from
a bad
Paige, AZ. Like,
Didn't they blow them out too?
yeah, no, you
They
get.
were running through. Oh my lord!
So,
if we
yeah,
look
no.
at their 6 NCAA wins, they probably all blowouts. I don't know if they had a close game.
Bro, that team together is
I could correct
freaking
me in the comments,
ridiculous.
I don't know, but
That's all Gino's been saying. Like, yo, we're and that's why he doesn't get mad in the media whenever they lose or they've been losing over the last few years. It's like, yeah, we can't catch a break.
Bro, Paige,
We can't catch a break.
mid-game,
Paige is nice.
And
Bro,
then when they go to
Strong is
that
nice.
pick and roll with Paige and Sarah Strong, is
It's hard because she could pop it, she could roll it, she could make a play once she get it in the middle of the paint.
She's so elegant
She's
on the
fucking
court.
tough, bro.
Sarah Strong is
She
so
looked
elegant
like
on
a
the court, bro.
grown-ass woman out
I'm a
there.
UConn fan.
And I'm happy I
basketball
called it.
fan. I just wanted. I don't know. I wanted either Notre Dame or USC to win.
He's a UConn
I am
fan.
a UConn fan. I am.
He's
a
a UConn fan.
I just fell in love with.
Get him
Juju.
outta here.
I fell in love with Juju, and I
You
fell in love with
Notre
those
Dame?
two guards.
Oh, the two lights.
Yeah, those two guards. And she's leaving.
She is. You guess where she's going?
she's
She
she's
in the
going
trench-
to- She's
TCU.
leaving, Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Yeah.
She's going to TCU, the team that beat her.
Again, I love
A lot of people
Juju,
do that. Didn't
but
that girl last year do
Sarah
that too?
Strong.
That's not.
What's her name?
I didn't know that. That's crazy. I knew she said she was getting into
one
the
of the
trench.
best
the
guards
goggles?
on TCU.
Yo, another
Yeah,
thing about UConn that
crazy,
you
son.
guys will both appreciate
talking
as
about,
coaches, UConn
Van
Van-
Haley Van Leet.
Yeah,
Van
she's-
Fleet.
she's-
I don't want to get her
yeah,
name wrong. It's not Van Fleet though. It's Haley Van something.
Van Leith. Some LITH.
Yeah,
something like that.
LITH. Yeah, Haley Van Leet. She dates
she-
Jalen Suggs.
She went from
She went from Louisville to LSU,
LSU.
and then left LSU.
And
she
then
said,
left
"Fuck that."
LSU and went to.
And
she made
and
she
she
made the
made a
Elite
big
Eight in
difference.
every time, right?
Every school she ever been to.
That's tough.
She's yeah. She looks.
But yo, something that you guys will
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah,
about
yeah.
UConn from the national championship, and honestly, the way they played all throughout the tournament,
Mm-hmm.
when one of their players is hot, that's who's getting the ball. That's who's getting the ball.
I agree.
When AZ's hot, Paige isn't trying to find her shot. She's trying to find a way to get into the middle of the court, draw people in so that she can get AZ the ball. That is the
Great
type
brand
of
of basketball, man.
It's a great brand of basketball, and it's
It
a great
is.
brand of basketball to watch.
Nah, it is.
And it's a great brand of basketball to see. Like, they had some frustrations with in the NCAA tournament for boys basketball. Duke had their freshmen had to take that game-winning shot, like we just talked about. Cooper Flagg had to take
really
those
had
shots.
to.
He always need the ball in his hand. They didn't need that because they had a full team. They had a senior I think AZ's a junior now. I don't know what she's actually like eligibility wise with like her injuries, but she's either a sophomore or junior. And then you have Sarah Strong at the freshman, and then you have people filling in between.
Vets.
I feel like Duke didn't have to keep the ball in Flag's hands though. I feel like they had other people like Knipple.
We got talent,
Bro, y'all got
but
talent.
the way we played.
It's going to go through Flag, but
yeah, these kids are good.
dude Proctor, I feel like it was good too.
Yeah, he's a junior.
So I feel like if they would have drew something else up, like made Cooper Flag a distraction.
A distraction. That's what I would have loved. That's what I loved.
I agree. When I saw Cooper Flag's turnovers, like near the end of the game, I thought some of these could have been to the middle of the paint.
Yep.
Rather than towards the
Sending him to the
baseline.
Yep.
Exactly. So
Which they did this time. They sent him to the middle.
Yeah.
And he got it.
He got the shot he wanted. He got the shot he wanted. So that's why I feel like the progression will come.
Yes.
The progression will come. But that I completely agree with you, Josh.
Nah, me too.
I think he's staying.
He wants to.
I heard his
I think-
father wants him to, right?
I don't think it's gonna. He's not gonna. It's gonna be hard to keep him there. But we go through this
He's
shit every
special,
year.
man.
Zion, he wanted to stay. All of these,
He's
everyone
special.
loves Duke when they go to the star players.
He's-
they do.
he's
Tatum
special.
wanted to stay. Coach K was like, "You lost your fucking mind. You're the number 2 pick in the draft." Zion wanted to stay. You lost your mind. You're the number 1 pick. Cooper, you're the number 1 pick in the draft, bro. I'm sorry, you gotta go. So take your time and think you're coming back. You're not coming back. No, he's not coming back.
But what about that money?
I was saying, does NIL make a difference?
They're not about to pay you more than the number 1 pick in the draft, though.
I don't know what that.
You
bread's
sure
like.
about
11
that, bro?
mil. It's like 11 mil. The highest NIL right now is like 7 or 8.
That
You don't get this kid 11
think
mil.
the person who's supposed to be the number 1 draft pick, you wouldn't give them
more than-
12?
Is that
Supposed
4
to be,
years?
yeah,
Is that 4 years? That bill?
And that 11 mil is over.
Yeah,
That time span.
That's what I'm saying. 1 year?
That's the difference.
Yo, 1 year.
big difference.
1 year
82
play.
games, 30 games.
Yo,
Yo, what was the number?
I'm already cemented. Yo, basically.
Yeah, so AJ, the whoever going to BY, he's getting 7 mil, and I think he's the highest as a hooper.
And they got to be throwing crazy money, bro. Well, so 7,
So
that makes
Cooper
sense.
will get more than him, so he would at least put him at 8, and then we could go from there. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the first round pick get like somewhere around 11. We could look it up. Y'all could fact check it.
Yo,
But yeah, but
It's-
y'all right.
that's
It is a
nasty.
contract, so it's 11 over.
yeah, over 4 years,
We
I
can
believe.
check. Nah, it's not 11.
I thought
they
I
make
think
way
that's
too
4
much money
years.
now. It might be 11 a year because
Oh, 11 a year?
yeah.
Oh, that's not too
that
bad.
might be
It is,
crazy.
yeah.
If
Because
it's
you know
11
how
a
much
year,
money the
that's not
NBA is
too
making
bad.
right now.
If
That's
it's 11 a year,
crazy.
that's not too bad.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's I think it would be around 11.
But yeah, to answer your question, I think he's out. He wants to stay though, but I think he's out. But yeah, I could give you.
He's special though. I
Yeah.
that, to be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest. That was my first time watching him.
in that game.
That was my first time.
He's
Just
him, bro.
just his ball movement. He
plays-
really looks like KD.
He plays the right way.
He look like a KD Carmelo.
He plays
Melo's
the
like,
right way.
Come on.
Defends, rebounds, steals,
you guys say?
blocks.
You know, before the season where he was at.
He was working out with Melo? KD?
With the USA team.
Oh, yeah, he was with the USA team. Yep.
His game looks like Melo and KD combined.
He's smooth.
He has and he's strong.
He's smooth.
He's.
So-
I didn't know he was that tall.
You know,
To be honest,
6'9", bro.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that tall.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know he was that
He
tall.
got a solid frame too.
1000%.
Broad shoulders.
Yeah, I seen that.
Not
The
skinny.
scoop layup, the underneath with the N1. I was like, oh, nah, he's okay. I respect him.
Let's get to our next topic for the day.
I respect it.
Nuggets firing of their head coach. What are our thoughts about this? Let's get straight into it.
Crazy, man.
Bro. This is the second coach that got fired within the last 2 weeks, right before the playoffs, both playoff teams.
Top 4 teams?
I don't know what's going on in the NBA,
4 or 5
bro. This
teams?
shit's crazy to me. I don't know. He's a championship coach. He's a coach of the year. He has coached he's the same guy, but at least 3 MVP. Like, what do y'all want? He checked all the boxes. Like, yo.
And y'all made his team worse. Y'all made, and I said y'all was gonna make his team worse, and y'all made his team worse by sending out Caldwell Pope and thinking Westbrook was going to suffice
Bruce Brown,
for wins.
All of these guys. And being an NBA head coach is the most cutthroat position maybe in the whole world.
Bro, if you're not winning, they hate you.
This
and
shit
only
is-
one person can win.
And bro, even when you're winning, they hate you. I win 50 games religiously.
And
I
it's
brought a
like-
chip to this town. I coach the MVP every year. We are a 3 seed right now, and you
They're
fire
4
me.
seed right now.
They're 4
They
seed
just
right
dropped.
now.
Yeah, they just. That's
And-
even nuts. That's
And you
nuts.
fire me right before the playoffs. So you guys just threw away the season because I'm confused. You think you're about to go make a playoff run now? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry.
And mind you, Memphis was at like 4.
There was a 4 seed.
They was
yes.
at a 4 seed.
What are they at right now?
They in the 8
Fighting for the
seed.
play-in. Thank
Son,
you.
What did I tell you? I said I think Memphis gonna lose, miss the playoffs.
I don't get it.
I
don't get it.
It's no way. It's no way that
I don't get
the star players don't give them the green light. to
Kings
fire.
were a great team last year. They've been dismantled.
Facts. Nah, I don't get it, bro.
I don't know.
don't know.
Like,
So
do you
now-
blame? Okay, who do you blame?
I seen a report came out and the owner said that. So they fired the GM too. I don't know if y'all seen that.
They
fired
said
the
they're not
coach
going
and the
to
GM.
resign. The
So they're both gone.
Okay.
And they said them two didn't like each other. So they used to talk shit behind each other's back, blah, 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 move around the organization. Just basically
Okay.
either you on this side or you on that side. But us two don't rock with each other. So he said I got rid of both of them.
That makes sense.
Nigga, do that shit after the playoffs. The
Well,
fuck
I mean,
are you doing?
Why 2 weeks,
Honestly,
3
that
weeks
shit,
before the
that
playoffs?
shit low-key is mad funny,
Are
though.
you stupid?
That shit is low-key
You've been
mad
dealing
funny.
with it this whole time. Just wait till the playoffs is over, bro.
That's mad
So
funny.
you fired the
though.
whole team. Like, hey, y'all, get out of it.
Said,
Like-
he said, you know what? I ain't dealing with it.
What?
See ya. That's funny.
Makes
So
no
you don't
sense to
think
me,
Jokic
bro.
have any say?
They didn't.
You
Have,
don't think Morant has
they didn't have
no
any
say?
chance at winning the championship, though.
I agree
Zero.
with that.
Like
I agree.
0%.
I agree.
With-
because
with
they
the
made
team-
the Western Conference Finals
No.
with Nikola Jokic.
No. No.
I don't think so either.
No.
Bro. Some people will
Steph,
argue.
bro.
Y'all might need to talk.
Steph Curry.
Y'all
Bro,
might need to talk.
Steph
I ain't gonna lie
Curry.
to you.
Steph Curry, Jimmy, LeBron and Luka, Kawhi and James Harden. But Kawhi and James Harden doesn't sound as scary when you say it on off rip, but the pieces that they have around them and the experience that those two
What they
have
missing, Flea?
makes them.
You heard him mention 3 names. What
Don't say shit about OKC.
Yeah.
Don't say shit about OKC. I don't want
We
to hear
missing.
it.
Flea. Yeah, Flea, we missing.
I don't want to hear
I've
it.
asked you, Flea.
Shy as him, OKC is not a real team.
Flea, who
They
we
are not
missing,
a
sir?
real contender.
Flea,
I don't
who
want
we
to
missing, man.
He left OKC out,
He
baby.
leaving OKC out is
And I will
crazy.
continue. And I will continue
Crazy.
to.
And he mentions
they
the
are
Clippers.
not them.
He mentions Clippers.
Clippers
Yo,
will
yo.
if Clippers play them in the playoffs, and again, if Kawhi plays, they are going to pack
Saying
them
if
up.
Kawhi plays is crazy.
They are going to pack them up. I promise you.
Pack who up?
First of
I
all,
wish they play.
who has
So we
the
can
first?
bet.
We can definitely bet.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
I'm gonna take
I
your
wish-
money.
I hope.
I'm gonna take
I
your money.
hope.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna take.
hope.
I'm gonna take your
I
money.
just hope.
I'm gonna take your money.
I
That
hope.
day. I
I need
promise
that
you
money
that.
that I gotta pay him.
Yep. You gonna have to pay twice.
Yo,
You gonna
I
have
need
to pay
that money
two
so I
people.
can pay him.
Yeah, no, you got.
And they automatically eliminated now. So
Yeah,
then
so
San Antonio-
whenever y'all ready, y'all can
Yep.
send that over. You and
So
Kat.
yeah, I'm telling you.
Yo, man,
It's a
it's a
fist
conspiracy,
Why
man.
do you think OKC's a contender? Why do you think they
I
really are
think-
real?
because
I really don't. Somebody needs to
I
convince me.
think they're a cohesive unit. So I think in a series when thing goes left, they're not going to fold. They are a really good defensive team, and nobody gives them credit for that. I think Shea will be the best player on the court in a lot of series, and people. I think the Thunder are who we were last year. Everyone kept saying, "Yo, y'all didn't show us. Y'all didn't do this. Y'all didn't do." And I was telling y'all, "Oh yeah, we run through everybody. You could talk about everything in the past, but this year we run through everyone we see." And I knew we were going to do that in the playoffs because we literally, that's what the Thunder are doing. They're running through everyone. And y'all just think they're going to stop doing that when the playoffs? Like, why?
I don't think they're them, bro.
We didn't get you. So who you think is going to be in the Western Conference Finals?
Western Conference Finals. it's hard, bro.
This
I'm
is
going to
tough. This is
I'm going to go
tight.
OKC and Golden State.
I like Golden State.
I
think
that
I
Jimmy-
called that.
Yo, OKC.
I think I said OKC
I
and
don't-
Golden State.
Yeah.
OKC.
Or Lakers go to
Yeah,
State.
you
Those
said
two.
you said Lakers go.
Yeah,
to
Lakers
State.
go to State.
Okay.
But yeah, I do not see. I say either Lakers, Golden State,
Yep.
or Lakers Clippers. Again, bro, y'all gotta.
How you feel about OKC is how I feel about LA. That's
So yeah,
funny. I
so
think that shit is
so let's
cap.
talk about and I'm gonna break down for you why I think like the Clippers are really like better than what people think. So you got Derrick Jones Jr. He's just an automatic jumper. He's like a Jackson Hayes automatic oop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And James
lob
Harden,
threat.
yeah, exactly. So that's just an automatic. James Harden still physical, still a bucket, get to the rack when he wants.
I'm a
Kawhi
James Harden backer.
Kawhi Leonard, same thing. Still, upon being healthy, he can still get a bucket
All
whenever
of this
he
is
wants.
if Kawhi's
yes,
healthy.
exactly. Yep, that's the only thing.
Okay.
But Kawhi gets a bucket when he wants.
Yes.
So you have those two prolific scorers, and now let's get to the defensive end, right? So we got Chris. Obviously, he's top 3 in the league in steals right now, and has been guarding every one of anybody's favorite players and has played well against them during this season. He's had KD have like not the best game, and they won that game. Same thing with Shai.
Yeah, sure.
And some other people too. And Edwards is another one. But I think that having him being able to guard Shai, and then I don't see anybody that's going to Chris is guarding Shai off rip, putting pressure on him, but now you got help on with him, so there's going to be a secondary. So just like they did to Tatum in that first finals, like that's what I feel like is going to happen to them. Yeah, I don't see that second option for y'all.
So you don't like J-Dub?
No.
I mentioned them.
Okay.
Not for a second option.
J-Dub, Chet. The second option is a committee thing. So you might get 18 from J-Dub. You might get 15, 17 from Chet. You might get 3 threes from Lou Dort. You might get Hartenstein giving you a double-double. It depends.
But that's tough saying that all that has to happen. Or like there has to be a combination of all of those players playing well. There can be no drop-off from none of those players stats-wise. Yeah. So you can play hard no matter what. No, there doesn't have to be a drop-off playing hard. But that's saying that there's not going to be a drop-off from any of them stats-wise for them to win. If Kawhi has a drop-off stats-wise, they can still win that game. And same thing with James Harden.
You said what? Say that again.
If Kawhi has a drop-off stats-wise, they have James Harden can still have a fucking 40-point game. He's James Harden.
You know who's going to be on James Harden, bro? Lou fucking Dort.
Cool, and then
I
you still
him put people in boxes.
Yes, he plays great defense. He definitely does. But James Harden is also
way too high. I feel like
I'm a Harden fan.
Bro.
But Harden will not outplay Shea in that series. No way, shape, or form.
To say,
but it's just
drop a 40,
between Harden,
in one game, yes,
in one game he can. But between Harden and Kawhi, I think they can outplay Shea. That's
not a
Harden and Kawhi against Shea and Dort. Like I don't. Plus, you got and again, I'm not even mentioning Ben Simmons. I know people don't like Ben Simmons. No. You gotta listen to me though. You gotta listen though.
No.
You gotta listen though.
Yeah.
You gotta listen on the buy-in though.
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
Yes.
Not a couple years. A few years ago. Chris and Ben Simmons were both top 3 in the league in steals. Yes. Ben Simmons was 1, Chris was 2, somebody else was 3.
Okay.
And then obviously on different teams. Now you have both of them on the same team.
Yes.
Again, Ben Simmons needs a check now though.
Yes.
Ben Simmons needs this is contract year for him. So
Has he played for them?
Yes, he's been playing for them.
Okay,
and Coop looked up his stats last week.
Oh, you did?
He's been doing exactly what he's supposed to do, getting rebounds, getting assists, and playing defense. Like that's what he's been doing.
You to do.
Exactly.
Yes. So if he's doing that, all right.
So you got your 6'10" point guard coming in playing defense. So now you got Chris and Ben Simmons trading off.
Their leading scorer this year.
Yeah. Norman Powell.
He's their leading scorer,
bro. But that's what I'm saying,
and
bro.
That'd be crazy if you think he's a stop scorer.
They're really but that's what I'm saying, bro. They're really a lot better team than people think, bro.
I like the Clippers.
They're really a lot better team than people think. I think they can,
but
bro.
I do think they're live. You got to deal with them in a series. I personally think
you have to deal with every single last one of them.
I
motherfuckers.
think James Harden is really nice. Like I really don't think,
and especially with Chris, bro. Y'all don't. Again, I said this before. Chris gets everybody the ball in the position that they wanted to be in, bro. James Harden be having fun with Chris. That's why he in all his pictures. James Harden always taking pictures. Cool. He always in the.
I mean, hit you. I'm like, your man's is in LA chilling.
He's good. He is more than good out there, bro. So it's just like, and he's been getting.
sorry.
They will be in Cancun at some point.
Off to Cancun.
All right, so look.
You could be chilling in Cancun.
As of right now, right? Let's say it just stays exactly how it is. OKC will play Memphis. Who y'all got in that?
OKC.
All right. Houston will play Minnesota.
But honestly, OKC
Houston
can be
plays
upset
Minnesota?
by Memphis.
I like that matchup.
Who y'all got?
You said Houston. What you said?
Minnesota. They would play Minnesota and Houston will play right now if it was the way it was supposed to be.
I keep forgetting about Houston. I don't know why. And they second seed. That's crazy.
Minnesota.
I'm a Houston.
I don't think
we're
Houston
gonna have
really
to see.
like that.
They're gonna have to show me.
But yo, honestly, the toughest thing about Houston is they have defenders. They have defenders at the guard position, and that's what I love so much about the Clippers.
Yes.
But they just don't have the experience in the scoring.
And they don't.
Like their best, like their scorer is Jalen Green.
This next one sucks for y'all because y'all Western Conference Finals is playing in the first round right now.
But
LA plays the Warriors in the first round.
Right now,
right
that'll
now.
change.
Who y'all got?
Because they tied with Clippers right now, so it might be LA Clippers. That's this jump might change within 5 seconds.
And then now we got Denver, LA as the other one.
So no,
Yes.
but Lakers. If Lakers between Lakers and Golden State, I'll take Lakers.
What's y'all hype with the Lakers?
Huh?
Why y'all like the Lakers so much?
I think Luka got something to prove.
I don't.
He's laughing.
Yo,
Okay.
Yo, you said okay.
Did you see?
Did
you see when LeBron? Did you see when LeBron had that tipping game winner?
Yes, I did.
So let me replay that for you, so I know you watched it.
Yep.
Luka drives to the basket.
Yep.
3 people are facing Luka.
You're not lying.
3 people are facing. And that's just honestly 4 people are facing Luka. The other one's just a little bit standoffish, but he's not even worried about his man. He's facing Luka. Luka misses the floater. LeBron gets a
wide
easy
open
tip.
tip. Right in front of the rim.
So we talked about last week. I said this a little bit last week, bro. LeBron and Luka are such gravitational players, bro, that they're going to have the other one open. So when the other one open, cool, they get to go to the rack off that second drive like we usually talk about, be able to draw a foul or be able to get a wide open layup because they don't want to get a foul. But then you have that lob threat to Jackson Hayes, which is an easy bucket when you're going to the rack. And then you have AR on the outside. And then you have the pieces.
Yes.
You have they traded for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yes.
He's another person that can shoot the 3 and play defense
3D.
and is lengthy.
Yep.
Who's the person with they got
Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt. Yes, Vanderbilt. They got Rui. Like, bro, they got the pieces. They, in my opinion, they can play defense.
Shooters,
I think people just think that Luka's defense is really going to hurt them that bad, and I don't think that they have the team that the Mavs had. I think that they have more defense and honestly more offense than that Mavs team had.
Yeah, you gotta think at the 1 and 2 they had Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah, food.
Yeah, basically on defense.
Is LeBron a good defender now?
He's a good defender. He's a good defender.
Stop
in
playoff time. You think LeBron is not going to be there?
I watch him take plays off.
Hold on.
Let
me finish. Let me finish.
Right.
LeBron is a good defender in timely situations.
That's facts.
If it's the last play of the game, he's going to be exactly where he needs to be.
48 minutes in a whole series, bro.
People gonna get their buckets. That's tough.
That's
tough.
But why they call it clutch time?
Buckets.
Clutch time.
Yeah.
What is he going to do during clutch time?
I'll say
within the
that's
last
tough.
3 minutes.
People gonna get their
Keep
buckets
it within reach.
Okay.
And then the last 3 is up in the air. Now I got to lock in.
Okay.
That's all you need. Yeah, I mean
You got to get to that point.
I
That's
don't
what a
think he's
lot
not
of people thought with us.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to do this. Then when you get to the end, we're going to get this up. No, y'all not, because we're going to be up 20.
But you still had
That's what I'm saying.
Luka.
Don't go
and you
down
had
20.
Kyrie. Kyrie is still small as that. You're not just going to say, I'm going to pick on LeBron. You're not. Who you think going to say I'm picking on LeBron?
Say Vanderbilt, Rui, bro. Like them boys really playing
picking
defense.
On LeBron? I'm asking you.
And especially Rui.
You think so for real?
I like Rui a lot.
Where you could pick on LeBron. I do. I watched it.
I wanted to get switched to LeBron on playoff time. I want to get switched.
You're not hearing that.
LeBron and Luka are both going to be on the court.
But yo, listen.
I'm telling y'all.
So in playoff time,
yes.
When have you seen anybody getting that switch on LeBron? Like, yo, I want LeBron, or end of game, I want that switch on LeBron at end of game.
This sucks because this team was, but the Warriors did that to him.
KD with that bullshit.
Yeah.
Bro, he
got me on that.
I'm not
looking for no screens. I'm not
Bro.
looking for nothing, bro.
Bro,
This guy
Bro.
can't guard me.
Bro.
But that's Kevin Durant on
that's
the
Kevin Durant on the Warriors.
So that's unfair.
Yeah.
Besides that, no.
Clear
not
out.
really, bro.
Clear out,
Not really.
man.
Besides
Not
that,
seeing
really.
it besides that,
Yeah,
but
not
yes,
really besides
but that is I know exactly
yeah.
what point. Yeah, that is correct though.
Sheesh.
And he
But
did it
it's hard.
multiple
That's a great
games in that
example.
series.
He did, but
he
it's
did
hard.
it twice
It's
in
hard.
that series.
All
That's
right.
a great example.
My flack on the Lakers was they were going to be a terrible defensive team, but y'all have been one of the at least top 10,
So,
maybe top 5.
Stephen A.
since
said
the trade.
because they going
top
against a
5?
lot. They they going against mad playoff teams.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be losing one out of the 6.
Yeah.
Winning only one out of the 6.
Where did they go?
I think they're undefeated right now. Still.
Yeah.
I don't think they lost any of the games that he's supposed
LeBron-
to. They're supposed to be losing.
LeBron is
So,
doing podcasts and winning games.
Yeah.
What is
Stephen A., you
playoffs?
better leave that man alone.
What is playoffs, man? It's whoever gets hot at the
right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they hot
They
right
strike
now.
They hot right now.
They hot right now.
Striking.
Golden
Hey,
State
and
is too
AR, he's benefiting.
Them some bad motherfuckers.
AR is
too.
benefiting heavy.
AR
from
is
all this.
nice.
He's benefiting
How do
heavy.
y'all feel about that discussion? I disagree, man.
What?
What about
He's
him?
the third best option in the league. Is he really?
What, in the league or
He's
in,
the best
on
third
the
option
team?
in the
The
league.
best third option in the league.
In the league?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Right now, AR is the best third option in the league.
No.
Who is a
I just
the
kinda
only so
is
again
Porzingis.
you got to be able to. That's what I was
Thank you.
gonna.
I was
that's-
like,
I was gonna say the only one I can think
moving
of.
right to the Suns. That's
I was gonna say,
What?
but that's the thing. That's who else?
Besides that, that's what I'm saying. When I really start thinking about
Who
it, I'm
else?
like,
Who else? And who
might
else?
have a
And you might
Randall?
have names.
Hold on.
No. Not
say no?
not
That's
playing.
the third option?
Not
He's the second
playing.
option. He's the
Not
second
playing
option.
that
He's the
well
second
though.
option?
He is
after
the
AD
second
carry,
option.
If you trade him for Cat, motherfucker, you better be.
He's the
Yeah,
second
are you
option.
crazy?
But also,
And
and,
then-
he's still not playing better than AR.
And he's kind of not. He's really
You got
not. As
you
a
got
second
freaking
option.
LeBron.
But yo,
You're benefiting from
why does
LeBron
a normal
bit.
power get no? He's averaging like 24. Is he not the third option on that team?
Kawhi's been hurt a lot this year, so I
he's
feel like he's been a
technically-
second option.
Okay, I agree with that.
Thompson.
Suns would be Bradley Beal. AR is
Thompson.
playing way better.
Thompson for the Pistons.
Oh fuck no. AR got
Oh
him
yeah,
beat.
you know.
I
love
Y'all
AD.
gonna stop
I
this?
love-
AR is
you know.
outplaying
It's
the
not gonna
Pistons'
play.
second best
I'm
player.
just- I'm-
whoever
I
that
love
is.
I love the Thompson twins, but you know.
he
better
really-
relax on Beasley, man.
I-
Relax on Beasley.
He's one of
man.
those. We're gonna see. In the
Relax
playoffs.
on Beasley, man.
But you know,
I
I
told
Porzingis.
Khalid, nobody really wants to see us in the playoffs. We gonna give some trouble in the
Shut
playoffs.
up,
No, you're
bro.
not.
No, y'all not.
I love y'all, by the way. Like
I know you do. You
absolutely-
came
Again,
into the season and
I
said
like
that.
y'all
You
team.
came into the season
That,
and said, "Yo,
I
bet
love-
against the spread on
Yeah.
anything."
all the time.
I like Cade.
If
Yeah.
they listen to that, oh my god, profitable.
I like
But
Cade,
yes,
and
bro.
then I love Thompson.
Because
and then I
y'all
like
either gonna be
Durant.
matched up to the Bucks or the Knicks. I'm sorry, I don't got y'all making.
The Bucks and the Knicks.
If y'all get matched up to the Pacers, I would be like, all right, y'all
the
can make
Pacers,
noise.
I think we could beat.
Me too.
Knicks will.
Knicks
give
is
a
getting
problem,
y'all
but
out
it's
of
kind of
there.
hard. Bucks, I feel like we could
The
beat.
Knicks gonna pack
I'm
it
not
up.
gonna lie to you.
And Lillard is having blood clot issues right now. So we
I
don't
think
even
Lillard.
know.
I think that's who we could beat. And Cleveland is the only one I'd say could dominate us.
Cleveland's
Cleveland's the
getting
only
y'all
team
out
I've said could dominate
We
us.
will punch y'all. Wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah, never mind.
Oh, I'm about to
Yo,
say. Wait, what?
I will say this
Yes.
though: we match up athletically with y'all too at the
No,
same time
y'all
because we
don't.
move. Durant can move with Porzingis. Yes or no?
All right, so what?
So
K can move
so
with anybody.
that is one part. You match up with them athletically wise.
Athletically.
As far as
Do you
what?
match up
There's
with the scoring?
experience, and then
There's
there's
experience.
scoring.
You got to
and then
think
there-
about this.
Uh-huh.
Who's your best
I
scorer?
like y'all though.
K.
Kate.
Who's guarding him?
Shoot, to pick your poison.
Thank you.
Brown is gonna take
One
it
of the
back.
two. One of the three. Jalen Brown,
four.
Derek White,
One of the four.
or freaking
One of the four.
Drew.
Holiday.
One of the four.
So cool.
And then call a screen. Tatum
And then
is the
now,
one on the opposite side. Good
who's
luck.
guarding Tatum and Jalen Brown? You said you got somebody to
I
guard
hate
to
Tobias,
run
man,
with
so I can't even
Porzingis.
say Tobias.
Somebody to run with Porzingis, cool. But you forgot about
I
the
don't
two
like
best
Tobias.
scorers.
Tobias is getting
I don't.
barbecue chicken.
You forgot about 1 and 2.
Beasley food.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Come on now.
No, y'all gonna be
Again,
trying to hurt my
y'all
boy.
match
I
up
like y'all, though.
athletically, but not.
I like y'all. though.
It's no matter. That's what I meant to say. It's two teams that I feel like could get us out of there.
Yeah.
But the other two, I feel like the
You
other
think y'all
people,
could
I feel
compete?
like we it's a toss up.
You
gonna
can
have to
come
see.
Personally,
No, you
I
can-
don't think Cat is tough enough. Cat is just he's you know how I feel
Yo,
about
don't
Cat.
yo.
Nah, but he
Come
changed
on,
his game this
bro.
year. You can't hold him to the same standard from
Alright,
Minnesota
we
Cat.
gonna- yeah.
He's averaging
We'll
like
see what
13
we'll
rebounds
see,
right now.
We'll see what he does in the playoffs.
I respect
We'll
that.
see what he
we
does
do
in the
still gotta
playoffs.
see.
But that's also something too that people don't talk about. They got a 1-2 punch.
Real way.
Yeah, bro.
They got a
In
1-2.
a real way.
In a real way.
Then,
in a real
then
way.
they got Anunoby to compliment it.
And Josh Hart.
nasty.
And Josh
Mikal
Hart.
Bridges.
That's nasty.
And Mikal. Come on now. Don't play. The Knicks will pack y'all in.
That's
Don't
what
do
I'm
that.
trying to get.
The Knicks will pack y'all in.
Knicks won't pack up.
A pack-in is a 4-1.
They will be. Yo,
4-1 you would consider a pack.
I would consider that a pack.
I think you guys win a playoff game no matter who you play, though.
I think it would be if they
I
do
think
win.
y'all get one game
It will
versus
go 7
any
series
team in
with
the
Knicks.
East. Hell no.
I think it goes 7 series.
I
with
got
Knicks.
y'all.
yeah,
At the
right.
very least 4-2.
We could bet on that too.
At least a 4-2.
4-2 is
4-2 is
the
in.
round where I got y'all.
I won't say 4-1 is a pack session.
4-1.
That's a pack session.
I feel like if we used to put odds on a series, 4-1 would be juice. It'd be like -130, -140. Like a lot of people would be choosing that.
Okay.
4-2 would be plus money, but you're not gonna get rich. It'd be like +120, plus.
So you double it. You know what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying?
Money. I don't
So that's
mind
the way I
doubling
think
my
about
money.
it. It's
Okay.
like 4-1 is probably what's gonna happen. If it goes 4-2, I'm not surprised. If y'all take them to 7, I'm like, all right, I'll dapper you up. That's tough, bro. I respect. If y'all win,
And if y'all take them to 7, you already know
should've
who
played
I'm
the
gonna
lottery.
take it
You
to.
said I should
Yeah,
have played
I
the
should've played the
lottery.
lottery. That's tough.
I think we give him problems. I'm sorry.
good shit though.
I think we give him
As a whole, Detroit though, I like what y'all doing
Getting
over there. I
Bad
like what
boys
Chase
is back,
doing over
baby.
there.
Them Thompson
We need one more
twins.
piece.
Yeah, do.
We need just one more piece.
Chade
Get-
is
get-
really
get-
that.
Get Tobias out of there.
Nah, stop. He plays a big part in y'all success right now.
Get Tobias out of there,
Hey,
man.
chill, bro.
Get him
God
out of there,
damn,
man.
he's
Get him
finally
traded.
comfortable.
Okay, yeah,
Let
he's
him
doing-
live.
He's doing great, right?
Yeah.
Great time to trade him.
True, his stock is up.
Yo, his stock is up.
The reason they can't trade it because the rest of the league know what's up. Keep him over there. Y'all getting the best version of the guy.
They gonna get over.
They don't get much better than that. I can tell you.
They gonna get
Stock
over
is high,
there.
man. You know what to do,
He ain't gonna have nothing but smiles
Yes,
for y'all.
sir.
man. Like
All
I
right,
said, man.
so Flea, you got anything for sports betting this week?
Before we start, am I allowed to say this?
Oh, I
for
don't
it.
know.
Am I allowed to say this?
I don't know.
bro?
How you gonna say am I allowed to say this?
No,
but
I'm
then
talking
you're
to
gonna
him.
say it straight on air.
No, I'm just saying, man. Yo, if y'all not into the almighty sports
Bro.
book, man, you done fucked up already.
Bro, yeah.
You done fucked up already, man.
real shit.
'Cause this
Damn.
guy been on a fucking heater.
shit.
He been tearing.
Heater.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
done tore up the whole tournament.
No cap.
On a
I'll be extremely
heater.
humble on this shit, not talking about shit, but he's right.
A
That
heater.
NCAA tournament, we went absolutely nuts.
Big chicken.
Absolutely nuts. Called both national champions, put them in a 2-leg parlay.
Join the
put
Discord.
200 on it. Yeah, bro.
Join it.
Yeah, real shit. Real shit. So NCAA tournament for my sports bettors wise, we finished, I have it written down in my notebook, but my notebook's in the car. Finished plus 9.84 units. So that would say if you're $100 better, you won $948 throughout the whole tournament, wins and losses at the end. So if you started with 100, you walked out with 1,000 and whatever it is, and so far so off. If you're a $10 better, you were up 9.43 from what you started from. So the tournament was really good, man. We had a lot of fun. We made a lot of money, man. Real shit. Real shit. I enjoyed it. It's over now. I'm a little sad because NBA looking a little shaky right now. No, people don't even know
never know
if they
what's
wanna
gonna
win
happen.
games or not right now. So, but I'm excited for the NBA playoffs. That's the
Shouts
next.
out to
That's the next
that,
big
that
moment.
was,
But
big
yo,
profits on that one, man.
yeah,
Shouts
yeah.
out.
It was one of
Make
those
sure y'all
ones.
drop it to the Discord, man.
It was
But
one of
make
those.
sure,
man.
please, bro, please make
Yeah.
sure when y'all drop into the Discord, if y'all drop into the Discord,
Mm-hmm.
understand units. Read everything
Please.
before you get into
Yeah.
the almighty sportsbook
Yeah, ask
portion.
questions.
Because if you come in there and be like, oh, this dude's been up 900. We up nine units.
Yeah.
So I'm about to come in here and just take every bet and just bet the house on every bet, bro.
No.
You're going to mess up your account.
Literally.
Do not do that. He has a specific system and he
Yes.
helps you through it. He
Yep.
tells you how to do it.
100%.
Follow the system,
Yeah.
and you'll end up winning out. But don't sit there
Yeah.
and just go be like, I bet he's a great sports bettor, so I'm
Yep.
about to go and put the house on this one bet and
Yeah.
then be mad that you lost. Like, no, bro, he loses.
Yeah, I was
everybody
about to say
loses.
that.
Every
100%.
great sports bettor loses.
Yeah.
Every great sport,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
all the motherfuckers you be seeing online hitting them big ass tickets, all of them lose.
Whether they tell you that or not, they be lying. But
Exactly.
yes, they do
That's
lose.
what I'm saying.
He's going to be
Yeah,
upfront
yeah,
with you.
I'm about to say if they not
He gonna
upfront
keep
with
it
that,
100.
They lying.
Real
That's
shit.
why.
time.
Real
That's
shit.
why he top in the business
Yeah.
because he keep it up front with you, bro. He has a unit system.
Yeah.
He literally has the safest way to go about doing
Yeah.
doing
to be
sports
profitable
betting.
Sports betting, 100%.
Literally, it's like
real shit, yo.
bro.
It's just facts.
Shouts out to the guy, man.
So
Word,
that is my
man.
tip for today. Unibet. If you don't know what Unibet is, join Almighty Sportsbook. I'll teach
There
you.
you go, baby.
There we
And
go.
also, let's think about it like this. When we talk about Unibet, he said $100.
Yep.
If you start out with $100 in
Yep.
the tournament, you would have got to $900. How long is the NCAA tournament?
that shit is at least 2 months long.
Right.
That shit is because we're dating to run back to the conference tournaments. I started getting hot in
Oh,
the conference tournaments. I was calling the conference tournaments up into the NCAA. That's about 2 months straight,
So for that 2 months, right?
daily.
If you think about it like this, $100 to $900. If you started out
Through
with
all
1,000, that's gonna end up at what? 9,000.
100%. Mind you, 9,000
That's
profit. So
That's
if you add your-
$8,000 in 2 months.
Yeah, and if you add your 1,000 onto it, you know how I go.
Come
But
on
yes,
now.
man. Unibet. If you need help, come my way. I got y'all, man.
Good shit,
I got
man.
y'all, for
That's
sure.
Been on the heater, man.
Yes.
I don't
Yes,
know if I was
sir.
allowed to say that again. but
Say, way to run it, bro.
sir.
Because honestly,
Yeah,
I've been.
that was fun, man.
I was hoping he probably said because
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I haven't been.
I appreciate
haven't
you.
been paying
Nah,
attention.
I appreciate
bro,
you. I wouldn't have said
I didn't
shit.
even know he was
But
on that,
Nah,
But coming
yeah.
from me, man, I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
good.
bro.
You might have jinxed me for the
I've
rest
been
of
so like.
It's over now, though. You chose the right
Okay, I
time.
was just saying. That's why I said I'm
If
speaking to the
you
past,
would have
baby.
said that in Duke Loss, I would have lost my shit.
My man wouldn't have talked to me for me.
Bro.
Don't talk to me.
Lost my shit.
Yeah, don't talk
But yeah, man, really good run, man. And everybody that was on the run, y'all know what it was, man.
You rode the
Good
wave
Shit,
too.
You rode the wave.
Like,
yo.
dog, I didn't even know he was on the run. Like, we in
Yeah.
a Discord together. I didn't even know he was on. I'm doing my research for stocks and
Real
crypto.
shit.
So we can go straight into that because that's
Yep.
gonna like directly correlate to why
100%.
I'm not taking advantage of this.
Yep.
The market is down and it's the great time to buy.
Before you get
It's
into
a
it,
great time to
I know we
buy.
don't do the politics, but I've been doing my homework because he's fucking me up right now.
Who, Trump?
Yes,
Nah.
bro.
Tariffs?
What's your, if you
I
have an
don't-
input,
I'm not
just
too-
real quick. I
I'm
don't want
not-
to cut
I'm
you
not-
off. Just
me-
for them,
Me,
please.
I'm not too.
How
I'm
y'all
not
feel
too
about it?
savvy and too smart about.
All right, I kind of know what's going on. So if y'all have, some, I
kinda
could talk
kinda
about it a
don't.
little bit.
I know that they taxing things that's coming
Yes.
from China,
Import
from
and
Russia.
exports.
Yeah, import
Yes.
and exports.
Yep.
And the dollar is going up.
Yes,
That's
and
that's
the effect it has.
it will have effect.
So what is it? What is it called? Terror. I'm getting it
Tariffs.
wrong. Tariffs.
Tariffs.
So these tariffs, Trump is basically taxing us to do business with other countries now.
They're taxing. It's taxing other countries to
To do business with us.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's taxing other countries to do business with us, which in return is going to make
Us pay higher.
us pay higher as the
they import.
consumers
For the
first.
goods.
Yeah,
And
for the
then
goods.
once we don't want to pay no more because the prices is too high, then it's going to affect the companies because they're not making the money. So then
Yes.
they got to figure out how to make up the margin. And then it's just, what are we doing?
Wait.
My thing is, where's the benefit?
My thing is,
Who does it benefit, bro?
for me, I say I don't know about politics too much. But for me, see, I don't want to speak to, and I feel like I'm speaking ignorant right now.
This is what I'm saying.
A
Talk
little
to me.
bit, but I'm gonna
Yes.
say it. I feel like I kind of like the move.
Whoa. I did
Kinda,
not think you was about to say that hot shit.
I think you
Why?
said the hot shit. I don't know. It's just the like, yo, y'all been basically fucking us over a little bit. I
Bro.
feel like other countries.
Bro, China eats off us, bro.
Yeah,
I
they do.
know that's our fault, though.
Yeah.
It's
But
that-
it is
our
our
fault.
fault.
And,
It is our
he's
fault.
trying to do
For
something
shipping
about it.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Yeah,
he's
that's
saying.
why
He's like,
I
yo,
feel like-
y'all sitting
I
here
feel-
just
yeah.
eating.
I feel like
y'all just eating.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's trying to do a pushback rather than let them to keep.
And people,
Keep
and
saying, yo,
So,
yeah.
wait,
Y'all not
and-
as great as what y'all think.
So,
y'all are.
They are, though.
No, I'm
We not as
no,
great
that's
as
what I'm
he
saying.
thinks we are.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think Russia.
I'm
That's what I'm saying. That's why I
Like,
think Russia
bro.
and China looks at us like it's saying
They are.
y'all not
They
as
do.
great as which
They
we
do
not.
look at us like that.
We're not.
Because we focus on the wrong things over
We
here.
do,
When they're
1000%.
focusing on AI and they focusing on education and they're just
Education,
like, yo, we're just running
1000%.
circles around America.
We hooked
'Cause
on this
what? But
algorithm and shit like that. So
Yeah, I'm sorry.
fuck
I'm
it,
sorry.
man. Keep
Alright.
it a buck,
Get mad at
baby.
me all you want. I'm
Get it.
sorry.
real talk.
Yeah, get into it, bro. Come
so-
on.
We don't do that much. So
for
keep it a buck.
me,
We'll probably won't do it after this, so accept it.
This will be the last time.
He said this right.
For tariffs, when money comes out the country or when money comes into the country, it's tough to just let people come in and just let all goods come in for cheap prices for like nothing.
Yes.
So us again, it's people are going through all this haywire stuff, and everybody tripping because everything's down.
Yep.
Everybody's talking about the tariffs, but
Yep.
no matter what, bro, when you make a decision to switch gears, and honestly, this is what we're going through at the day right now. We just switched gears. We got new management, and it's tough.
It's gonna get worse before it get better.
Exactly, and that's what it is right now. As soon as it starts, as soon as the shift starts, the bullshit is gonna start. Everything starts to drop. You have to get new stuff. You have to see what works and stuff. But the U.S. is doing like a lot to try to put ourselves back in position
As
that primary power
resource for
so
everybody.
we've talked about, and somebody just, and honestly, this is like going into the stocks part. We talked about this before, and I broke this down already. I literally said, and somebody just wrote a report about it on it a couple weeks ago, but I broke this down a month ago. The Bitcoin is going to be part of their strategic reserve. We are in hell of debt. Bitcoin is going to go through the roof, and we know it's going to go through the roof. Why? Because why else would every freaking country be buying it up? And why do they seize it from people and not sell it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, come on, bro.
Banks
So it's
is buying it up. Yeah.
So it's in it, and banks are starting to be able to allow it into people's portfolio. So, like, dog, it's going in, and it's in our strategic reserve. Somebody just wrote a report about this, that now they're going to use Bitcoin in their strategic reserve to be able to boost our money and be able to make sure that, like, our debt, like, to be able to cut down our debt. That's what I mean, not boost our money, but be able to cut down our debt, because the valuation of our money that's being held will go up. So that's one aspect of it. And then you got the whole technology aspect of it. The president is trying to get factories back here. AI is a big thing. Crypto is a big thing. He's trying to get a lot of the factories back here.
Yes.
And it's the tariffs is, no matter what people
He's trying to
say.
keep everything in house.
Exactly. So just like China and them, we run shit. Cool. But who's the stupidest consumer as a country?
We are.
I would thought it was.
You need us.
Yeah, because we pay everything.
You need us.
Yeah.
So pay it.
Yeah.
And you will.
So wait, hold on. So because we need them for their product, right? So do we have to? You get what I'm saying? Like, where does the extra? It's on both sides.
It's on both sides.
It's on both sides. All right.
So like, again, they would like be like, all right, bet we're going to enforce tariffs on you guys too.
Yes.
Cool. We don't export a whole bunch of shit
No,
to
we
y'all.
don't.
You guys try to import a whole bunch of shit into here, and that's what tariffs is. Tariffs is for like things that are being imported into the U.S. So when they get imported, when you try to import some shit here, you got to pay for that shit.
Got it.
And China usually imports a whole bunch of shit, and because they import a whole bunch of
that's
shit,
a lot.
they try to give them like the low. They try to get
Deals and shit.
It's just. It's
They
business.
get the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Think of the game.
Yeah. Exactly. I ain't got to go too far into it.
facts.
So exactly, the more you get, that's just how it goes. So it's just like, yo, y'all got to pay that fee now, and it's
This
tough.
is the
It's
most-
tough initially.
I didn't really hear another side. Everyone I spoke to is extremely pissed about this shit. So the fact that I'm hearing this side is like, this is why I'm happy we're having a conversation.
I think it's a fearmonger
Come
thing.
talk to me about crypto and the stock market in a few months.
Yes.
Everybody talking about recession, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
That's true,
bro.
though.
I think it's that fearmonger that's in the news.
If stocks is growing with crypto now, like they're talking about,
is.
like they used to be
That's what I heard.
inverse, where when stocks was up, crypto was down.
This is good for y'all,
inverse.
yo.
If it's growing together now, the stock market will be back up. And again, Nvidia's down right now. Nvidia's around $100.
That's a steal.
Their chips are sold out for the year. They've already sold all their products for the year. So all these quarters in 2025, they're already set. They're already set. What do you mean? Are they going to beat earnings? They already did.
They already did.
They already did.
Yeah. Would you say Nvidia is the hottest stock or a top 5 stock right now?
Yes.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
With the valuation that it went up from, and with the importance of it, and where it's still supposed to go,
Yes.
bro. Like they're creating new chips already. They're creating new chips already, and they're getting in
new Microsoft.
Nvidia is
Because Microsoft started out as chips. If
somebody
got to
move over.
Microsoft started out as chips.
I don't know as much as he does, but somebody got to move over. Nvidia is here to stay.
If you know, like,
yeah, Nvidia is definitely
I know Nvidia
going nowhere.
The only
Nvidia
thing I
is
know
definitely
Nvidia for because my PC has Nvidia in it because of the.
But that's
the
why
gaming
we
card.
need it.
The gaming, the gaming PCs they have Nvidia for the gaming card. So I'm like. And Nvidia is starting to creep into a lot of shit.
They are,
that's
but
what I'm
also
saying.
Microsoft has a different like hold too. So
do.
like you're obviously you're gonna have some Nvidia. So as a consumer, you're gonna be using Nvidia with cameras, pictures, monitors,
systems,
all that shit. So but again, as a consumer, you're gonna use Microsoft just as much as you use Nvidia.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the
Go hand in
technology,
hand, basically.
they got
Exactly.
that because
So you
Microsoft
can't
still
say it's gonna
owns.
replace them.
Microsoft still owns Open AI,
But the reason why I say because Microsoft started out as chips. That's what I'm trying to
and now they're a
But
conglomerate.
They are a conglomerate. Yeah.
They do. Like, bro, they're in gaming.
Yeah,
they're
they
in. They're in everything. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, again, that Nvidia is definitely a stock definitely a hot stock right
my
now.
God.
I would, but. And this is advice for whatchamacallit, not financial advice, but this is just like something you can research. This is the best time. Like I'm not doing any crazy research. I'm not looking for alts. I'm not looking for the companies that everybody wants to buy.
And when y'all go check your phone, it's too expensive for you.
It's on discount.
They're on sale.
It's on discount.
They are.
Literally.
And
Apple's under 200.
Has the market never bounced back ever? And you just got to go off history, bro. Like shit is not rocket science. It always bounces back.
But just like basketball, somebody got to be a villain.
Facts.
The stock market, it goes up and down in waves with like the RSIs and stuff, but it has to have some type of news to come with it. Trump is the villain right now of the stock market. I didn't want to say his name. Damn. The president is the villain of the stock market right now. But when it goes back up, anybody got nothing to say?
Go for it.
I'm just saying.
Go for it.
I'm kind of.
I might be people.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of what?
Of the president.
Okay.
Not many people are.
I was about to say, you ain't the only one.
Some of the fucking moves you could be looking at them like.
You see what he doing?
I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right. Like even with the whole, because I was thinking like, how does it affect me when he said no federal the education,
the DEI thing,
in the education system.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he said, I'm sending it to the state for them to handle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a move for us to get more money or for say like for it to stop being so top heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So when I looked at it, I was like, is that the move? If that's the move, that's great. To saying for the state to decide what the hell going on
instead of the federal government.
Instead of federal saying nah, saying like
doesn't come
saying Connecticut knows what New London needs. The federal doesn't know what everybody
New
needs
London
at that point in time.
needs.
So that's why I was like, is this a great? Because I didn't really look deep into it. But when he said that, I'm like, yo, is that a great move? I don't know. But it seems like if he's saying send it to the state,
he's making moves.
Why not?
Let me tell you that.
He is
ain't
making
just
moves
sitting on his hands
off the rip.
He's doing shit.
He's making moves off the rip. So it's just like, and then also with the immigration thing, all say
you went
like
to boot motherfuckers.
I know,
yeah.
All
to Houston.
yeah.
Oh, this guy.
Yo, this guy's wild. He's a wild man.
That's what we on.
He's a wild man, but
I'm just joking.
but he's a wild man.
He is a savage.
But he also told them like a way to get in. Pay us to come here. Instead of just, say like, I know we going on a hard tangent right now.
Yes.
But some of the moves is just like, it didn't look like the original when he first was in here.
It's definitely not like the original when
yeah,
he first
right?
was in there.
It's like, I don't
much.
know. It's just like, I don't know politics, so
We
I don't
don't
like
know.
to go too deep. So
And
this
we
is
don't know
like
how
real
it's gonna
surface.
turn out.
This is real surface level.
And
that
I
I'm
hate
talking
politics.
About. Politics and everything, man.
I worked
Yo.
for multiple campaigns.
Politics
is literally in everything.
Politics is in
but
everything, man.
I
It's kind of
agree.
hard to. Politics is in life, man. So
Okay.
that's the first time, probably the last
Real
time
quick.
we talk about politics. But yeah,
Top 5 stocks in your opinion right now, since the market is down. Where would you invest your money? Give them top 5.
Oh my gosh. Apple is under 200 right now.
Jeez.
Nvidia is around $100 and was under $100. Microsoft. You talking about for the year or for long term? Because I got one for the year that I wouldn't do long term, but I got me something in for the year.
Give people like
I'll throw in one for the year. One for the year, and it's been down with crypto, but it's gonna go back up with crypto in my opinion. Riot.
Okay.
And then fifth.
Let me throw one in there. I got Netflix.
Netflix has been taking a lot of shit over.
you think so?
They got they've been hosting the live streaming events.
Oh,
I know that
they
happened.
trying to take over a lot of. Yeah, I get.
NFL on Christmas Day was big for them.
Yeah, so
That was big for them.
Eased off,
They're
fucked up
making
a little bit.
moves.
they're
Netflix
trying.
is making
They're
moves.
trying, bro.
Netflix is making
So
moves.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Netflix for mine.
No, I'm around the last one out
Yep.
for myself with Google.
Yeah.
Google hasn't
Facts.
been mentioned too much, bro, but what was the main search engine that we grew up with?
Google always.
Right? So now they're
Well,
turning
Yahoo didn't turn into Google.
Yeah, so now we got Chat GPT, which people pretty much use as like the new Google search, but it's just more powerful.
Yep.
You don't think Google's gonna respond?
They have to. They have to.
I think they already got some. In
They do. It's something called Gemini. But
Yeah, it's Gemini.
Gemini
Oh,
works.
wait, Gemini? I know
Yeah,
exactly.
I think
Gemini is legit.
it's
Yeah.
Gemini
If you
is
haven't
legit.
used Gemini. Oh yeah, you can have a whole convo with Gemini.
I don't want to have a conversation with Gemini. That's the problem. Yeah, see, that's your problem. Y'all want to have conversations with Siri and stuff.
I do.
I don't want to have no
I'm cool.
I
conversation.
be talking.
I'm
Yeah,
cool
I
with
want to have no
it.
conversation.
All
All
right,
right, me too.
I gotta figure them out like they trying to figure me
Yeah, real
out.
shit. It's a two-sided thing. Why you keep listening to me when I didn't ask you to listen to me? Be looking at my phone.
damn
Siri be like, I didn't say shit to you.
Damn right. You ain't gonna catch me on the next iRobot.
Yeah, round that was honestly we're gonna keep that for the stocks and crypto section. I like that.
That was good. That was good.
And then just to round up the crypto section, we talked about stock. Just to round up the crypto section, 3 cryptos that I would buy or that I'm dollar cost averaging right now. Actually, I'm gonna do 4. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana. I'm gonna keep it simple. Again, I'm not looking at nothing crazy. I'm looking at the things that are supposed to be doing well and are going to do well in that a lot of people are invested in already. So that's what I'm with and that's what I'm investing in. So thing about XRP too. Let me talk about that real quick because a lot of people are talking about it getting to $100, $1,000, and that's what my selling price for XRP is $10 for half, $15 for a quarter, and then for the last quarter, I'm gonna let it ride to see if it hits 20. But if it goes down to 10, then I'm gonna sell that back at 10. So I'm not looking to get out of XRP at $100 or $1,000. So. And I don't think that it'll hit $100 or $1,000 this turn. So be careful. Be careful when you guys invest and make sure you guys do your research and make sure you guys understand cryptocurrency and charts and anybody that you're listening to, because who the hell wants to say, oh yeah, I got XRP at $1.86. I'm loading up. This shit going to $100, and then that shit goes to $15, $20, and then shoots back down.
Make sure you do your own research.
Please,
Make sure you're doing your own research.
please. We got any advice?
Yeah, go for it.
Any advice for the jit, y'all?
Any advice for the Jits? Let me see if I got some real quick, man. Any advice for the Jits? So, I don't even know if this is for the Jits. This might be the black community as a whole.
We need this.
We have to stop putting more stock and attention into the clothes we wear over the knowledge that we learn. And I think the black community is the only community where it's like the way you look matters more than what the fuck you have in your brain. Mm-hmm. We got to change that.
And where you live at and what you got in your pockets.
That doesn't matter. If you look at all the other communities, bro, white, Asian, Indian, they care about your education. We don't give a fuck what you have on. What do you know?
Niggas don't give a damn about being fly.
Bro, they don't give a fuck about being fly,
what
bro.
Is that? That's something that is
Walmart shoes on.
That's a tactic. That's a tactic for us to spend stupid money.
Swear to God. And that rich motherfucker will come in the hood and get laughed at the whole way through. And he'll just be looking at these like, you fucking idiots. You guys are y'all really think y'all are winning. So yeah, just as a black community, let me see if I have a perfect way to say it. I think I wrote, we have to change the stigma of being fly is more important than being smart in the black community. That's 100%. Exactly how I want to say it. We have to change the stigma of being fly is more important than being smart in the black community.
Shit, being smart is fly.
Thank you.
Straight up.
Yeah.
You really want to be fly?
Shit. Go be smart, though, and you can wear whatever the fuck you want.
Real talk.
You can go wear whatever the hell you want.
This motherfucker that's walking in Jordans on the road with no car.
And then you'll see why you don't want them shits no more, bro.
Yes.
Like, bro, I haven't
I
haven't bought a pair of Jordans and I don't know how long. I've lost like seeing value in that type of stuff, and it feels good, bro. I don't be spending money on those stupid shit. Every time I look at money, bro, and I see that shit going out, I'm like, oh God. I try to just spend it on like, yo, if it's not going into a stock, bro, or like something that I'm trying to invest in, or like the home, bro, I am livid. I am livid, but
he really lives like that. That's a fact.
I promise
you. This is coming from somebody who likes to get fly. I like to get dressed, but you got to have a balance, bro. You got to have a balance. Don't be stupid.
The way I try to look at it is try to give it into black owned. If I feel like if I'm giving into black owned, it kind of makes me feel better about the situation. Meaning I'm giving it and I'm supporting my community or my culture. So I try to push it forward as far as black owned businesses. So that's where my majority of my money go to is black owned clothing.
Let's find a balance as a community. Yes. That's all.
1,000%.
That's all I'm asking.
1,000%.
Please.
Basketball athletes, this off season, 3 days of lifting. You should be having your own regimen every single day of working out, of like push-ups, squats, jump squats, lunges, all that stuff, abs, pull-ups, and then you need to get 4 days of work on the court, and none of this has to do with practice.
At all.
None of it.
Or games. Or hoop sessions.
Or hoop sessions. So you need to get all of these in. All of them in, and then you could think about saying you had a decent offseason. If you didn't get all that in, don't be complaining next year for the coach. For real, if you cannot go in and like put in work for something, just don't act like you wanted it, or don't blame the coach or anything. Just go in and put in the work. That's all.
That's it.
I got something.
You got something? Me?
You want to say something?
Just to piggyback off of it. This is an average NBA player, by the way. This is not like top tier. An average NBA player in the off season, they lift once a day and have basketball workouts twice a day. That's 3 workouts in one day, and they're already in the NBA. If you think you want to get to their level, you think you could work less than them to get to where they're at, and then if you get there, you're going to be better than them, and they've been working harder than you for the last 10 years? Think about it. Think about where you want to go and what it looks like to get there. That's all I have to say about that.
And that's honestly translated into life, too. You got to put the time in.
It's impossible to think you're going to be better than somebody that's already better than you, working harder than you. You have zero chance. Zero. If they are better than you and they work harder than you, you will never pass them. Bro. It's not happening.
And I've gotten like a great chance to see that at like my new job, like working for the day. I work with some go-getters. I work with some people that like go out and do like, cause so I do advertising. I sell advertising to business owners, and it's sales job, so we get commission. I got some go-getters on my team. People that have been doing this 15, 20 years, and that be going to get it. Bro, it helped my mindset complete, but it helped my mindset for sales, because my mindset for sales has always been like, yeah, if the product is good enough, it'll sell itself. But this has gotten me into being able to people need to know about what's going on.
Yes.
Your product, people want your
Yes.
product, people want your
They just don't
service.
know.
They just don't know
That's my
about
problem
it.
too. You're
Exactly.
right.
So,
You're right.
bro, like it's gotten me into making sure like I'm contacting people, following up calls. And I'm not used to like doing. I hate following up with people and stuff like.
Me too,
Bro, I
yo.
see you in person and be like, oh yeah, let's have this talk now. Let's have it.
Yeah.
When it should just be like, no, we need to schedule a meeting time, blah blah. So it's helped me be a lot more professional and just like made me be more of a go-getter. Again, it feels like sports, bro. Like we be competing for numbers in our territories and stuff,
Nah, that shit's
and
real, bro.
that shit
I worked in
is
sales before.
that shit is
That
real.
dog.
And that shit is fun though.
Real
It's
shit.
fun. So
It's
like
competitive too.
I'm
yeah.
getting back into like learning that shit too. So you have to go about every day like trying to make it the best day and trying to get better every single day. Like I'm trying to get better at my sales
Win the
job
day.
every single day.
Win the day.
Straight up.
Real shit. Cool. What you got for them, man?
It's off the dome too.
I like it.
I just
What's
dealt
up?
with. I just dealt with this
You about to
situation
rap.
today.
Yeah.
Don't let your anger derail you from your guidance, man.
Ooh.
Don't let
Okay.
your anger derail you from your
Ooh,
guidance.
that's not a Google quote neither.
not
That's
a Google
hilarious.
quote.
Yeah, it was. So,
I needed that
cool.
the night Duke lost.
huh? Nah, I was dealing with a situation today. It's just like I'm gonna keep it real. I had a kid.
Keep it
You
a
know,
buck.
you know me.
Keep it above.
You know me. I'm always gonna find a kid who had the utmost.
Oh man, the toughest fucking.
Yeah, you know me.
Coming
I,
from
you
the
know, I
worst
gotta put him under
situation.
the wings, so
and then
you know what I'm
want to
saying.
preach to
So
me that this kid is a good kid.
and he is. I feel like he is. You know, he came
Creams,
from.
he just pissed all over the bathroom.
Yeah.
This kid is not.
So you know what I'm
Said
saying?
F
Like,
you.
yo, he had a bad rep in the school he
Yep.
came from. Came here. I don't care what you did there.
Nah.
Like
That should be your
like,
mindset though. 100%.
I don't care what you did there. So
Yeah.
you know, he was a fighter. He did all this. He did all that. Whatever. Mind you, the first 3 weeks is when he got in trouble. Like I haven't seen him since. The relationship got a little comfortable too much now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's my guy.
Been there.
It's my guy. But now when you start talking about putting your hands on, I'm like, all right. Pump the brakes.
gotta calm
Yo.
down.
So that's why I said,
Nah, I gotta get in the
you
bag.
still my guy.
Yeah.
And don't let that anger derail you from my guidance of trying to help you at this
That
point.
was good. It wasn't
know what
even
I'm
about you. It was about the
Yeah,
kid.
and
That was
it
tough.
wasn't about,
That was tough.
Don't let that anger, you know, I'm still going to be here for you because you
That
know
was
how
good.
kids be. They're going to look at your temperature the next day or whatever, see like, oh,
If
and
you
gotta
want
be
that,
man and be like, nah, you cool.
Yeah.
Relax. I'm
Yeah.
still here for you.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like
I
for the
literally
kid-
had that
for the
interaction
kids.
before.
Shoot,
and
I'll be
that's
having
what-
to get better
and
with
we-
that, bro. I'll
I had
tell
a
you
couple on
that.
the basketball team. The anger just
Yeah.
it derails from the guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that was our basketball team all year this
That was
year.
all year. And the kid
Yeah.
I'm talking about was on our basketball team. Yes, bro.
Oh,
this
yeah,
goes
this
for
year.
go for the jits, go for adults, anything. Like
Yeah, real shit.
do not let your anger derail you from the guidance.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
That's it.
Because we
tough.
care about y'all.
We do, man. That's
Promise
why we
you.
here.
1,000%.
ain't 'cause of the money, I'll
That'd be
tell
the
you that.
problem. That'd be the problem. Caring too much. I ain't gonna lie to you. Be caring like when it affected me today. Like straight up, like
because
yo,
you be
like,
feeling like you care more than them.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm like.
all right,
yo.
now y'all got this messed up. Like,
Yeah.
I can't care more than you.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
it got to me today, so I'm just like, all right, cool. I'll be back tomorrow.
All right, go. Yeah, go, dog.
Cool,
I'll
but
be
yeah,
back bright in the
so,
morning.
Yeah, that's it for today.
All right, y'all. Yeah, thank y'all. Please
Shit.
like, share, and subscribe.
Like,
This is
share, and
another smooth
subscribe.
episode. Thank y'all for coming.
You know the vibes. And
We
when in
here.
doubt,
Keep it a buck,
Keep it a
y'all.
buck, baby.
shout out
Keep
my
it a
good
buck.
people, man.
Shout out the bank at 12. We here. Shout out
Always.
UConn, baby.
Word up.